What he's saying is you would have to enact every initiative we're proposing, but then he won't tell us what the initiatives are. Look, all of us would cheer if we got $7 trillion in surplus. They said anywhere from $4.5 to $7 trillion in surplus. But I would put money on this one. Ain't gonna happen.
How much do you think is realistic over 10 years? I mean, is there a way to create some sort of, surplus or any sort of money at all, or will the economy not even allow it?
We have run surpluses within the last 20 years in this economy. It is possible, but to that tune over 10 years would take enormous cuts in government spending, and it might even take tax increases, which Mr. Trump has proposed. No president has been able to deliver huge surpluses in my lifetime or in your lifetime. It's just not going to happen with the way that we allocate funds in the United States.
So when we look at companies, so much of companies and the efficiency with which they operate is based on the CEO. So we look at the United States, and without the support of Congress, how much of it is really based on who we elect next November?
It's important, Two questions there. I would disagree with you that a performance of a company is based on CEOs. Some CEOs, yes, but some companies have terrible CEOs and still manage to perform well because they have incredible employees. And we can have a whole discussion about that on another day. But it's important because you have to have a president who can work with the legislative branch, but a legislative branch that will work with the president. We have just come off of 8 years in which President Obama says that the Republicans in Congress would not work with him. Well, the Republicans in Congress say President Obama would not work with them. And remember, President Obama had a democratically controlled Congress the first 2 years of his 2 terms and had some problems. So it's key that the executive be able to talk with the legislative branch and that the legislative branch also be able to talk with the executive branch, and then they have to get past the judicial review at the Supreme Court. So that's a whole other problem, too.
All right, Adam, I want to throw you under the bus here. Well, not under the bus, but I want to get some breaking news at you and get some instant analysis here. We've got retail sales numbers that literally are maybe 10, 15 minutes old. Americans stepped up their online shopping. They bought more autos in the month of April, and I guess with retail sales climbed 1.3%?
Yeah, it's the actual figures. I'm going into the release right now. When you take it out, let's see. Yeah, they were up, and it was greater than retail sales 1.3%, which was much greater. That's about $453 billion, according to the Commerce Department, than was expected by Wall Street. Bottom line, this is good, but one of the reasons it's happening is we have an artificial economic market right now. The Federal Reserve and central banks worldwide have kept interest rates so incredibly low to help us heal from the Great Recession that it's helping people borrow money to buy cars. So I'm never going to turn, what is the expression, hit a gift horse in the mouth or something like that. I'm not going to say this is a bad thing. And I want to check futures if I can real quick just to see how the market is reacting. Well, where is it? Oh, I hate my computer. It moves so slow. Come on, the Commodore 64. Futures are down. Go figure. Wall Street's not happy about it. Now futures are down.